Hello again. I'm back with another succulent rescue and rehab, or succulent rehab. I, again, have not posted in a while, but I finally found time, and I also just recently got this, and I wanted to try to fix it up. And I figured I'd ramble in a video while I did it. So this is an Echeveria, and it says that it's an Echeveria Afterglow. And that red line is from Lowe's. They put it was like out on sale. It's cold outside. So like where the entryway was, this thing's it's banged up a little bit, as you can see here, and like down here. But yeah, this is like the first large size succulent that I've got. I've got my little tweezers here, and I'm just gonna go through and oh yeah, ooh. Just gonna go through and clean this up and crunch. Also, I need to repot it. I haven't watered it since I brought it home either, but that's for good reason. It's a pretty big leaf shape. Oh, I remove one and the other one pops off immediately. Good thing I've quarantined this. I don't know if that's burnt. There you go, focus. I don't know if it's burnt or like what, but oh, no, there's a spider web down in there. Yay me. I hate spiders. So yeah, I have not posted anything in a hot minute because that is life. I was busy with work. I have a regular day job and I'm always tired and I always help my family with stuff. So you know how it goes. You just gotta kind of roll with the punches. Hopefully this doesn't have mealybugs or nothing, because I mean I did quarantine it. I did like leave it separate. None of my other plants seem to be having any issues or anything like that. But I recently updated my lights. I got a whole shelf. Since that first video I did, let's see if I can, ooh, that crunch sounded good, but okay, so you kind of like this powder, the farina, there's farina on top, which is kind of like sunscreen for the plants, so you kind of have to try to touch it from the bottom so you don't mess anything up on top. But yeah, I like posted a video about these plants that were on my windowsill, and then next thing I knew I had more plants than windowsill room, so I bought a shelf, and then like next thing I knew I didn't have enough shelf space or like I didn't have enough lights, so I bought some lights, and then I just updated my lights the other, like I just ordered some new ones, some T5 Barina lights. They're pretty small, but like they're really bright. It's really nice. And the previous lights I had were the Sanzi 10-watt puck lights, and I like them. So I like, they have like, they're on that gooseneck arm, and I'm using 2 of them. I put the other ones away for now so my cat won't chew on anything when I'm not home. But yeah, I'm currently using 2 of them. One for the like this plant, this Echeveria, and then a second one for another one that I didn't buy. I technically took it from my mom. I bought her a pot from Trader Joe's, which I'm not allowed. I've basically banned myself from going to Trader Joe's because I keep seeing their succulents and I'm just like, oh, I could do another plant. I could use another one, and I really can't because I don't have the space. I just bumped the camera. And they were doing all right at her house, but like you can only do you can only let the arrangements, like the succulent arrangements where it's like different ones together, you can only leave them like that for so long, because usually the way the arrangements are done, it's pretty, but they only, like, each plant has its own watering needs, is what I've learned. And so, like, putting a sedum with Echeveria is, like, pretty, but sedums and Echeverias get watered differently. So you can't leave them together for too long, unless you've got them basically on the same watering schedule. And then there's, like, there's different ones too. So, like, there's Echeveria, like this one. There's sedums, which, like, sedum, graptopetellum. Then there's hybrids of stuff like Setiveria, which is like a sedum and an Echeveria mixed together. You got like Graptoveria, which is a graptopetellum and a Echeveria, and an Echeveria put together. You have Graptosedums, which is Graptopetellum and sedums put together. So you see, like, you can, just from that simple little explanation, as best as I could, you can kind of tell that there's just a lot going on with pretty succulent arrangements. And a lot of people don't realize that it's not that they're not good with plants. They're perfectly good at plants. They just don't have the right amount of knowledge to deal with their plants. And, like, specifically, like, succulents, a lot of times I've learned, just from, like, observation on, like, Reddit and other people's, like, posts and stuff, that when we're all getting started with these plants, we don't realize that, like, oh, we're overwatering them, and overwatering seems to be, like, the biggest thing with people who are new to plants, or, like, they don't really maintain any other type of house plants. They'll get like succulents as gifts and whatnot, and then, or, like, not even just succulents, but, like, they'll get, like, other house plants, any kind of plant as a gift. They'll get it, and then they kind of, like, panic, or, like, they'll set themselves, like, oh, I'll water it, like, once a week, depending on, like, whatever the plant might be. And it's like, oh, you don't have to really do that. Like, don't do that. Just check to see if the plant is thirsty. And a lot of the times, like, you just have to poke your finger in the soil. You just have to, get to that first knuckle, which is about an inch. That first, well, it's probably less than an inch. I'm good at guesstimating, but I'm not the best at. So, like, yep, nope. that first knuckle to, like, I have my nails cut, but that's about an inch. And then, like, a lot of advice online is, like, the first knuckle, maybe the second knuckle, which is a little bit less than, like, altogether it's like a little bit less than 2 inches. I don't actually know what that direct number is because I can't read this thing because I'm a genius, but yeah, about 2 inches in. And if the soil is dry, then you should probably water it, because it's only going to be, like, this bottom half that's, like, still damp or still moisture in the soil, which is why like, it's recommended, when the first 2.5 inches to 2 inches is dry, then you water something, because it's, it's going to get down here, and it's basically going to be like, I can't reach that, so it's just going to dry out. But it also depends on the plant. So succulents, it's best to bottom water them, is something I've learned. And bottom watering it makes the plant kind of, like, reach down further into the soil to get the water that it needs. So that way it, like, stabilizes itself in the soil, So anyway, this is my Echeveria Afterglow. I think I'm going to take some of these leaves off. Like, I mean, this one's starting to get a little translucent and stuff, but just to give it, I need to repot it, I said that earlier, but to give it a little bit of room, maybe recenter it a little bit. It's kind of, like, off to the side in the pot, and I don't know, I just like stuff being directly in the middle. But yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this, because I don't know if I did quarantine it, but I don't know. I can't tell, so just got to keep my eye on it. Hopefully it doesn't have any, like, bugs I have yet to run into that problem with my plants that I've gotten. And yeah, let me pick at this a little bit. I've learned so much in like the last several months just collecting these things. And I'm gonna probably post a video soon of like my update, like an update on my what my plant situation has grown into. Anyway, I will see you in the next one, and I will give an update sometime later to see how this guy's doing. Have a good day. Bye.